Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog. Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom. What you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lassie. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
It's John J. and Rich. It's Super Bowl weekend. It's Friday.
Yeah, buddy.
Friday, February 7th. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You know, we for years have been told you got to be careful how you use the word Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right? Like you can't use it for advertising or put your name on something, right?
Right.
Outside of the Super Bowl of eggs, we're allowed to do that.
Well, that is his own thing.
So I've been trying to practice how to cleverly talk about the Super Bowl without saying the Super Bowl.
We've swapped out the first letters to make this promo legal to broadcast according to NFL rules so we can sneak by trademark and copyright laws. Don't miss Booper Soul Nifty Fine. It's the Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs. You'll be able to watch the quarterback matchup between Patrick Mahomes and Halen Jertz. And don't miss the Booper Soul Shaftime Ho featuring Lendrick Kamar. So eat some Wickenchings, bring some deers, and watch Woodball on your Tig Benfoot screen. It's Booper Soul Nifty Fine, only on Ox.
Language humor.
You get it, Peyton? You get it?
I do get it. It's funny, and it's funny because you can understand what they're saying, even though it's not right.
It's so funny because it happened.
Do you understand?
That's another version of. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense?
Oh man. Okay. I have this debate in my head, and I brought it up yesterday because I think the weather's so nice right now. I feel like that's not normal, although it's normal for Arizona, but I was hoping to get more coldness for a while. I mean, what gives, Puxatawny Phil? I thought it was 6 more weeks of winter, but not here, right? And so, like, I said to my wife the other day, I was like, is this the beginning of, like, where it's going to be nice and then hot, or do we still get cold? Because it's February. It should be cold, right?
It should be.
But, I mean, I've grown up here my entire life, and I don't remember. I just know that in June, it's ungodly, and July and August is ungodly.
Yeah.
Right. And you too, Kyle, you have weather questions.
I have weather questions all the time because I don't really look at the weather forecast or anything like that because I have a husband who has weather stations at our house and apps and looks at the desert Doppler and looks at the weather radar all the time. And so usually I feel like if I have questions about the weather, I just ask him. But he really insulted me last night. So I was like, trying to prepare for today because tonight we have flag football games for both Addie and Easton, my kids. And I know it's really warm out during the day right now. I already know that. But I feel like in the evening, it gets a little chilly, gets a little breezy. And so I asked him, so what's the weather going to be like tomorrow? Like, what should I expect? And he goes, seriously? It's like, yeah, I was asking these questions. He's like, I just am blown away that a grown adult like you doesn't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. I was like, what?
Does he not know who he's talking to?
I was like, I'm sorry. Did something change in our relationship? Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't look at the weather radar. I don't look at the forecast. I look to you.
The disappointment.
You're the guy.
Like, in the way, like, like it was a movie. I see him, like, nodding his head and walking away from you.
He's like
basically,
we have weather stations stationed throughout the house. You should know, is what he's saying.
He's saying I should know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I only know because you know.
Right, like
that's the deal we've made.
Yeah,
You
for
are
sure.
the weather station.
Does your phone have that weather app or no?
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay.
But still,
I don't need to look at it.
No, I never look at it either.
yeah.
I got him.
It's kind of like if there were the reverse, it's like what I do with my wife and people's birthdays. I don't know when anybody's birthday is. That's her thing. She knows that, so I got to go to. He's your weather guy. He's so weather guy, you should never have to even, he should tell you need an umbrella today.
I know. But for some reason, last night he had it. He drew the line in the sand. He's not my weather person anymore.
Wow, I'm sorry, Kyle.
I was like, you know what? This actually really changes our relationship.
I know.
And speaking of relationships, what's going on with Kadeem, your boyfriend?
Yeah, my boyfriend Kadeem. So there's one thing that I really love about him, and it's that he's really good at cleaning things. Like, really good. Way better than me. Like, my mom, I think, failed me with that skill. Like, we didn't have to really clean up like that. His dad was, like, kind of, I don't want to say strict, but he was very particular in how things were, right?
Very Strickland.
That's his last name? Yes, very Strickland. Last name Jakes. Knee slapper. No, but like they would have to get checked off by their dad if they cleaned like their rooms or their bathrooms to get the okay. I didn't really experience that.
Dang, is he military?
Kind of. Like, he ran a very tight ship. And so yesterday I get home from work and literally our apartment is like spotless head to toe. And I was like, what? This looks so great in here. And then I started thinking and I was like, I do remember like 3 weeks ago when I told Kadeem, I said, if you're thinking of proposing soon, make sure that the house is clean. And I came home randomly to a spotless apartment.
So did you get proposed to last night?
No, but it's coming. I have a good
Maybe this
feeling
weekend.
about it.
Maybe this
It's a
weekend.
big weekend.
But I was like, I just put 2 and 2 together. Like, there was no explanation. We don't have visitors coming. Why?
So he's never done that before?
He has, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
Oh, so you
since
think
he's
there's a
like-
chance that he
I
could
do.
propose to you?
Oh,
do.
but
Super Bowl weekend.
wait, if your apartment's dirty and he proposed, you wouldn't say yes because the pictures wouldn't be right?
Yeah, that's actually a big part of it. But also, like, say he doesn't do it in the apartment. Say we, like, go to dinner. Like, I want to come home to a clean house. So,
You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's exciting. That would actually make a lot of sense. The big game, the big question. We could tie it in. Well, he's proposing.
I mean, he's burning daylight at this point because time is ticking for
I
Peyton.
know.
Yeah.
I just feel, I mean, without knowing everything, that, hey, most likely he should have done it over Christmas or whatever you were expecting it. Like, to do it Super Bowl weekend, you got to be like, oh, what are you doing? The game's on.
I think that would be
Which
him.
one of them is going to say, what are you doing? What's the game? The game's on. What?
I just wonder what would make him want to do it Super Bowl weekend. Do it Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
Oh, my God, that's the next week.
Oh, my gosh. Valentine's Day's right around the corner.
What?
Is the house going
now
to stay
I'm
clean that
nervous.
long?
Yeah, good question, Kyle. Will it?
I don't know. I'm going to try.
It would be perfect to do it this weekend because in Valentine's Day, you could celebrate your first Valentine's Day as an engaged couple.
That's good. And
Or you do it on Valentine's Day, which is that next Friday?
Yeah.
It's a week from today.
Valentine's Day's on a Friday?
I know.
Halloween's on a
I
Friday?
know. It's the best year for
What?
holidays.
I'm like 2025. I think I like you so far.
Wow,
did-
Super
yeah.
Bowl's on Sunday?
yeah,
Man, things are changing.
it's all happening. Good luck. Well, good luck,
Thank
Peyton.
you. Everybody, please send me good vibes and just manifest this for me. I really
I
want
mean,
it.
the worst, you got a nice clean apartment. That's the
Yeah,
worst thing that can happen.
Exactly.
All right, you shoot us a text. You can text us anytime. You text JJR and whatever's on your mind to the number 96893, and you got to put JJR in the subject line. Text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. Kyle, what do you got coming up? 3 things we need to know.
Every once in a while, it's hard not to get a little jealous, right? It's not a great feeling. You want to get rid of it. I've got a very easy and delicious fix for it. Next, with John, Jay, and Rich.
Call the show and join the fun. 877-937-1047.
Kicking it with
John, Jay, and Rich.
Kyle, what do you got for 3 things we need to know?
Okay, so this is kind of a big deal. There's a big game happening on Sunday, and apparently Americans are expected to legally bet $1.4 billion on the Super Bowl.
Insane.
And we've talked about all the kind of like weird bets, the bets on the game, and now there's like bets on the refs, like what's the refs going to happen, and apparently it's like a huge thing. I'm sure you've seen all the different videos and stuff online. I know I saw a video just yesterday that was like when the guy that has been picked as the head ref for the game, every time he refs, the favorite wins or something like that, and the favorite is the Chiefs. So everyone's going, oh, well, whatever. And then like Vegas has like the line. I don't know the whole betting terminology, but the line is not changing. And so they want people to bet against the Chiefs because they think the Chiefs are going to win.
If the Chiefs win, is that a three-peat? Has that ever happened before?
That has never happened before.
Really?
It will be Super Bowl NFL history at that point. It's funny because my son's obsessed with the NFL. And so he printed up yesterday every single winner of all the Super Bowls. And he was reading them off to me one by one. And so I got a little lesson in that. No, that has never happened before. So they say a lot of people are addicted to the internet. And if you have your phone with you constantly, that means you. If you're like checking Instagram, you're checking whatever all the time, you may need what they call an exercise intervention, because they actually found exercise reduces symptoms of internet addiction. Also, exercise does a lot of great things, reduces anxiety, loneliness, stress, feelings of inadequacy, and fatigue, as well as depression. So getting moving and getting that exercise is definitely going to be great for your mental health overall. They did say the best types of exercise specifically to get rid of your internet addiction and help with that is like playing sports, basketball, soccer, swimming, weightlifting. Those types of things are actually going to help the most. Get your mind off of it and away from it and not need it. Jealousy is one of those feelings that it's like it pops up and you don't want it to be there. Like everyone, oh, that was something kind of cool. I'd like to have a house like that. He's like, you don't want to feel like that. So they actually found jealousy is linked to elevated cortisol levels in your brain. Now, obviously, it becomes psychologically distressing. They said the flavonoids in dark chocolate actually reduce cortisol levels. And so they say once you eat some dark chocolate, it can actually help reduce those jealous feelings. So if you're feeling that, just grab some dark chocolate, munch away, you get a delicious treat, and you're going to start feeling better about everything. Also, gratitude helps.
Plus, those people you're jealous of, they don't have chocolate right now. So, ha!
Exactly. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Also speaking of jealousy, there's the romantic jealousy. We're like, why were you dancing? Why are you talking to that guy? And I saw this meme yesterday, and it said, if Jesus had a girlfriend, and the girl's talking to Jesus going, I just find it funny or find it odd that you were gone for 3 days, and here you are.
Funny.
All right, let's get the horoscopes. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
I'm going to tell you if you are funny or not based on your zodiac sign.
Abby, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning, Aquarius.
Okay, Abby. So you're like an Aquarius, so you're 9 times out of 10 funny. So your comedy style is random. It's bizarre humor that shouldn't be funny, but it is. So you're the type to like say something so weirdly profound that we'll all laugh first, and then we get home and we question reality later.
True.
9 out of 10 funny though. Like that's
pretty good.
high.
Top of the list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you guys so much.
Thanks, Abby. Kylie, good morning. What's your sign?
Good morning. I'm a Scorpio.
Okay, Scorpios, your comedy style is like dry, cutting humor that leaves people questioning their life choices, and you're a 7 out of 10 funny. You'll say something so savage that we don't even know like if we should laugh or if we should be calling for help.
That sounds about right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Hi, Shanae.
Hey, hi, guys. How you doing today?
Is this Shanae that runs security for Waste Management Open?
And that's Shanae. I only know one.
All right. Shanae the Gemini.
All right, Shanae, I got you. Your comedy style is quick-witted, sarcastic, and the first to roast you and themselves. Funny meter, good old 10 out of 10, 100%. You guys are funny Geminis.
That's what I'm talking about.
Your brain moves at 5 times speed, so your comebacks are unmatched, and you'll start a debate just for entertainment.
Sure do all day. All day. All right, guys.
Have a great day.
Thank you so much. And Peyton, see you later.
You got it.
See you later.
Victor, good morning. What's your sign? Victor.
Cancer.
Okay, Cancers, your comedy style is like emotional, dramatic, and overreacting to small things in a way that's hilarious. On the funny meter, you're a little bit further down with a 6 out of 10, and you'll ugly cry over dropping your food, but also tell like the funniest, most emotionally chaotic stories.
Period. All I heard was a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I gotta check that.
Hey, I know. Work on it today. It'll be good.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks,
Bye.
Victor. What do you got for Kyle the Libra? Are they funny?
Yeah, Kyle the Libra, you're charmingly funny, but 90% of your jokes are low-key flirting. You're like an 8 out of 10 funny. So you don't try to be funny, but your indecisiveness and dramatic storytelling always deliver.
Okay. Flirting.
8 out of 10, though. That's high. All right, Richie. You're overly dramatic and you're unintentionally hilarious and you're emotionally all over the place, which is why you have a 4 out of 10 on the phone.
Whoa.
No, you're way funnier
Let's
than
get those
4 out of
numbers
10.
up.
That means that you're just you're just funny.
Well, yeah, it says
To
you're,
look
not,
at
you're
and-
not trying to be funny.
Right.
Just your train wreck emotional side is hilarious
Yeah,
to people.
your reactions to things just make us LOL. That's all.
All right.
I think you're pretty funny.
How about
Thank
for
you.
Leos?
And you.
Yeah, Leos, we have like attention-seeking, over-the-top comedy, and 80% of our jokes are about ourselves. Funny meter, we're 9 out of 10, so we're up there. So we laugh at our own jokes, and somehow we all end up laughing too. Main character humor at its finest. I don't agree with this. I think you guys are all funnier than me, and I'm the highest, I think.
You got the highest for okay. What about Virgo?
Well, Virgo, unintentionally hilarious because you're so serious about everything. You're only 1 above Rich out of 5 out of 10. The way you personally get offended when people are inefficient is so good.
Yeah, that's true.
That is funny.
That's the whole thing for me.
Yeah, that's all you.
All right. If we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website at johnjaneRich.com. I have some interesting. I'm going to just kind of quickly ask you guys, it's fact or fiction, all right? True or false about Super Bowl. This is like the one to just test your Super Bowl knowledge. So it's the Eagles against the Chiefs, right? So Philadelphia is the only city that's had 4 major sports teams in a championship game in the same year. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
Fact.
Fiction.
Fact.
Wow, that
Pretty
seems
impressive.
like hard to do.
I know. Fact or fiction? YouTube was inspired by the Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake wardrobe malfunction at the Super Bowl.
Fact.
Fiction.
That is fact.
Oh, really?
Isn't that wild? It's like a $4 billion, $100 billion business,
Yeah.
and we didn't think of it.
Right on
We
Janet
were in the
Jackson.
middle. We saw it.
How
we were
could
watching
we
it
not think
we
of
were
that?
watching it on TV. Fact or fiction? The Super Bowl actually got its name after Kansas City Chiefs owner Lamar Hunt saw his daughter playing with a Super Ball.
I think that's fact.
Fiction.
It is fact. And that Super Bowl is on display at the Hall of Fame in Ohio. Fact or fiction? The first Super Bowl didn't even sell out.
Fact.
That is fact. There were 30,000 empty seats.
Oh my gosh.
For the first 3 Super Bowls in Miami, there were no tickets. Anyone could walk in and sit anywhere they wanted. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Fact.
Sounds like chaos.
Fiction. They were $12. Tickets were $12. Fact or fiction? They didn't start numbering Super Bowls until the 6th one.
That seems like a fact.
Fiction.
Fiction. They started numbering them after the 3rd one.
Oh.
By the way, at some point you think they'd be like, this Roman numeral thing isn't catching on.
Yeah, just use regular numbers.
Because I don't even know which one it is right now. What is it?
I don't know.
59.
59. Fact or fiction? The Super Bowl trophy is made by Tiffany and Company.
Fiction.
Fiction.
Fact.
That is fact.
Oh.
That's cool.
It's pricey.
Fact or fiction? Somebody taped over the only copy of the first Super Bowl.
Fact.
I've never seen it, so that could be a fact.
It
Fiction.
is a fact.
What?
Supposedly the network reused the tape to record a soap opera.
Wow.
I know. My father-in-law was at that game. He went to the first Super Bowl.
What?
I know. Isn't that weird? Fact or fiction? Despite strong viewership each year, no Super Bowl currently ranks in the list of the top 10 shows of all time.
Fiction.
Fiction.
Fact.
Fiction. Of the top 10 most watched American television programs of all time, 9 of them are Super Bowls.
What?
Super Bowl 49, Seahawks Patriots, was the most watched sporting event in U.S. history with 114 million viewers.
Dang.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
Crazy.
That's why we should have Monday off.
I know.
Hello, good morning, John Jane Rich. Can I help you?
Hi, I just heard Peyton talking about Reese Witherspoon movies. I was going to bring something up.
Okay.
So she needs to watch Freeway, because if she liked Reese Witherspoon being, a badass in the movie that she just watched, or kind of a mean girl, Freeway is a crazy movie that you should check out.
Is that the one where they're killing people or something? She's like, and she actually does a nude scene in it?
No, I don't nude scene, but it's like a crazy. It has Kiefer Sutherland in it, and he's basically like he goes around killing women, and she gets in the car with him and ends up murdering him. But she doesn't murder him. She disfigures him. It's just a crazy movie, and I don't know if a lot of people know about it.
It's like an OG. It's like released in 1996.
Yeah, that's the one. She's naked. She's naked in this movie.
No, I don't think she's naked.
Oh, believe me.
She's naked. But she's in prison, and she's with Brittany Murphy, and Brittany Murphy's crazy in it too. She's like all messed up, and
this is like right up my alley.
Bizarre. Yeah, it's a bizarre, crazy movie. Like you can't even believe it's Reese Witherspoon, and it has a lot of famous people in it too. I think somebody else, I can't remember who it is, but an older lady's in it too. That's like real popular. It's like Sharon. It's not Sharon Stone. I can't remember who it is. But it's like, oh my gosh, Reese Witherspoon is a badass in this movie. I want to see her in more movies like that.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for the suggestion.
Thank you.
Bye. Rich, what do you got for life hacks?
The big game's coming up. We got some party hacks to make your party go smooth.
All right, we also got tickets to the weekend coming up in about half hour, 45 minutes. Then we got Tina Fey and Amy Poehler tickets. We got Hosier tickets. All that's coming up.
Good morning. Wake up every morning. Start your day with John, Jay, and Rich. I wake up with my favorite artist. And so that it's Billie Eilish.
It's Teddy Swims, and you're listening to John, Jay, and Rich.
It's time for Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. The Super Bowl this weekend. 30% of people say their favorite part of the Super Bowl is the game. Not for me. 17% tune in for the commercials, 16% like the halftime show, 2% claim their favorite part is the announcer's commentary. I fall into the commercial line, and now I'm starting to not falling out because they're available before the game. There's a man in Malaysia who started a business as a villain for hire. So you pay him, he shows up and starts harassing your partner or your date, and then you get to beat him up and play the hero.
Oh, that's kind of fun. That seems like a good movie. A good rom-com.
No, there is a rom-com. Mr. Deeds is kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's like the part where they like set up the robbing and then Adam Sandler. Anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
How many times do you wear a T-shirt before washing it? France is being mocked online for telling people to wear their shirts 5 times. Doing too much laundry isn't good for the environment.
Ew.
Musty shirts.
Yeah.
I know. I don't. It's like, okay, well, for the environment, like I get the environment thing, whatever, but it's like how many times really before that shirt is dirty? That's
Probably the first time, right?
You think maybe. I'll wear a shirt twice.
Sleep shirt?
It depends how long I wear a shirt. A 33-year-old man in Ohio was banned from Walmart for shoplifting. He was caught the other day at a Walmart shoplifting. This time he sold 2 duffel bags stuffed with additional merchandise. A sleep expert listed the top 4 rules for the perfect nap. Keep it short, like 20 minutes. Don't fall asleep in a chair. 60 to 67 degrees with dim lighting is best. And be careful about coffee. You might not be able to nap if you drink coffee. I take coffee, and then I take a nap.
A lot of people say that's the way to do it. Have an espresso, nap for 20 minutes, then that espresso kicks in and wakes you up.
Speaking of coffee, Starbucks baristas are already complaining about being asked to doodle on customers' cups again. Some customers are misinterpreting the messages on the cups, such as flirt. They think it's flirting. I didn't know they stopped doing that. Remember, that was an ongoing joke, right? Oh, maybe it's because it was always typed. Now they put the sticker on it instead. Half of Americans have at least one spare bedroom. The most popular uses for those rooms are guest rooms, storage, home offices, hobby rooms, personal gyms, and 2% of people give those rooms to their pets. Get this, I'm shocked by this. Quicksilver, Billabong, and Volcom are permanently closing all their stores.
Oh, really? I was like, what a bummer. End of an era.
Yeah, totally.
For some reason, when I saw this story, it makes me think of Kyle, and I'll tell you why, because I feel like you brought this up one time. But in Georgia, there's a city in Georgia hoping to gather at least 5,191 people to attend this annual festival to break a Guinness Book of World Records. And it is, I have the audio of it. This is from the last time they got together. Break the kazoo record.
Good harmony.
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
Well, the big game is on Sunday. And you don't want to miss out. You don't want to have bad party plans. So here's what we recommend that you do. If you have LED lights, you know, like the smart LED lights so you can change the color, change them to the team colors to have your party pop. Have your food out in the buffet style. Everybody at your party can just eat and drink so you're not waiting for dinner. Keep your drinks open on display in coolers. And most importantly, disposable everything. I'm talking cups, plates, utensils. You got to go to work on Monday. You don't want to be doing dishes. Throw it on there.
Is this how your house sounds with Addie's recorder?
Yeah,
like, that is so annoying. That is so annoying.
Those life hacks at johnjaneRich.com.
You know when it gets to last call and all those dudes just kind of start creeping up on you?
We have the solution.
Give them the John Jay and Rich drunk dial line. 602-888-1933.
Good morning, Cheryl.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
What's going on with you?
Well, I DM'd you the other day on Instagram because I listen to podcasts, so I'm always a day behind. And you guys had mentioned when you used to ring a bell when Kyle would tell a story, and you would go, ding, 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 Kyle needs attention.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh because I still do that to this day. I work with a guy who always inserts himself into conversations that he has no business being in. So when he does, I go, ding, 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 Kyle needs attention. And I laugh and laugh. And they all look at me like, what are you talking about? And I just think it's hilarious.
So the guy's name's not Kyle?
No, it's not Kyle.
That's like your thing.
We know your people,
Yes.
It is my thing. His name is James, actually.
So whenever James does something, you go ding, ding, ding. Kyle needs attention.
Man,
I do. Yes, I do.
Oh my God.
So dumb. I still hate you for that joke. And you know what, Cheryl? Maybe you too. But I love you at the same
Kyle.
time. No,
I love you guys.
I'm joking. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Look, let me just say, I did that to Kyle just for fun. It wasn't, I don't think she needed attention. It was just something fun.
No.
I know.
She doesn't need attention. She just gets it wherever she
That
goes.
is true.
Right. Well, you would ask her questions, and then she'd start talking, and you would ring the bell, and it was so funny.
Rude.
Oh, yeah, then she would get mad.
Yeah.
As soon as I ring the bell, you say,
Really bad.
No, we went on a work trip. Maybe you remember the show. I don't know. We went on a work trip together. It was me, John Jay, and Rich. And I couldn't find anyone to watch my dog. And my dog was 2 pounds, so I just bring her. Like, I put her in my backpack. Nobody ever knew she was with me. And John Jay comes back, and he's like, Kyle had to bring her dog. Ding, ding, ding. Kyle needs attention. Shove it.
oh, Cheryl, you baby. What a great Friday. Have a great day, Cheryl. Thank you so much.
Really
Keep
is.
it going, Cheryl.
Thank you so much for listening, Cheryl.
I will.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we say you text us. You text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. Got this text from a 530 number. Now, first, has anyone here seen How I Met Your Mother?
No. I have.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so you guys know the characters. I don't know the characters enough. I just know a couple people that are actors on there. Okay, so it says, John Jay and Rich, before I saw what you guys look like, all I could see in my head was the show How I Met Your Mother. Rich is Ted, John Jay is Marshall, and if I had to expand, then Kyle would be Lily and Peyton would be Robin. Tell me I'm wrong. Haha. Tell me I'm wrong. I listen to your podcast every night when I do the dishes. It's the only way I can get stuff done. So who's who? Who are they?
Ted Mosby's the guy that's looking for love.
Oh, you got
the
the
whole
last
time.
name. Ted Mosby.
But I think you're more of a Barney. His
Neil Patrick Harris?
Neil, yeah, just because of the attitude, because he's
who's
always
Marshall?
making sex jokes. Marshall, that's that's forgetting
Jason Segel.
Jason Segel, yeah.
Oh, so I don't know who the characters are, but I prefer to be Jason Segel over Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah, but he's got the jokes. He's got the inappropriate jokes.
Also, speaking of television, I guess that they did this research to find out what's the best all-time American movie. Best all-time American movie.
Mean Girls.
You say Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Okay. Mean Girls. Mean Girls.
American movie. It would have to be like Independence Day.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
America's all-time favorite movie. The best number one movie in America.
Okay.
America has nothing to do with...
Not about America.
Not
Okay.
about...
Okay. Now
I'm
I gotta
sticking
shift
with
my
Mean
brain.
Girls then.
Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Forrest Gump.
Oh, that's a good one.
Forrest Gump, number one.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
Whoa.
good
it's
one.
a good one.
How'd
It's a
you
good
do
movie.
that?
Good
No, it's
cast.
just a good movie.
The Harry Potter series is 20. Top Gun is 19. Rush Hour, Ghostbusters, Toy Story, Rocky, Indiana Jones is 14. Jurassic
good.
Park is 13. Die Hard 12. Back to the Future 11. The Godfather 10. Star Wars 9. Fast and Furious 8. Home Alone 7. John Wick series 6. Dirty Dancing 5. Lion King 4. Titanic 3. Number 1 is Forrest Gump. What do you think number 2 is? The number 2, number 1 movie, best movie in America, in the history of America.
And you already said Top Gun, so
You already said Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Rocky.
He
said that too.
Rocky.
Oh, dang it.
Pretty
Because you already
topical.
said them all.
It's pretty topical. I didn't say them all, Kyle.
Wicked.
Close.
Friday Night Lights.
Close?
Oh, Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
That makes sense.
I think Forrest Gump, the more it goes on, I'm like, it's all right.
No, I think I've
good
seen it too
movie.
many times. I don't think I ever
good
want to see it
movie.
again.
By the way, again, to continue to talk about TV, freaking Dexter Original Sin is so good.
Yay, I'm glad you like it.
It's so good because it's like I'm watching Dexter again.
I know.
It's
That's
weird.
the same. That's like the feeling I get, and that's why I really like it.
Yeah.
Like Grant, I was talking to Grant on the show, and he has like some problems with it. And I'm like, so far I have no problems with it, and I'm all caught up.
I'm so fascinated by the way, like Deb, how great she's just like Deb.
She's just
it's
Deb.
like you just give it an episode, and they've become those people.
Yes.
The actors that they've cast. Like when I'm watching the guy that plays Dexter, when he got his haircut, he was Dexter.
Exactly.
And I was just kind of like, that actor, his whole life, did they tell him he looked like Dexter?
And more as like it goes on, like you're just like you're in on the character.
It just blows me away, and it's so compelling. When he killed the first person, the first kill.
Really good.
I mean, you guys are missing out.
All right, I'll get on it.
Now, Peyton, you watched that. We got that call about that Amy Schumer thing. You watched it?
Yeah, I watched like half of it last night. It's called Kinda Pregnant. It's on Netflix. And it's funny. It's cute. It's an Amy Schumer movie. So if you don't like Amy Schumer, then you're probably not going to like the movie.
Her movies are good.
I think it depends on the day, how I'm feeling. Like,
Okay.
I didn't really like her Trainwreck movie.
Oh, I love Trainwreck.
See, I didn't really like that movie, but that was a couple years ago, so maybe I tried it again. Maybe
You didn't
I
laugh
would've
your
liked
butt off at the John Cena scene in her? It's so good.
With
It's towards
what?
the very beginning of the movie. Her and John Cena. Hilarious.
In the Trainwreck movie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I thought you confused me for a sec. I thought you were talking about the kind of.
What about you, Kyle? You watching The Recruit?
Yeah, I'm 5 or 6 episodes in. It's so good.
My
It's
sister
like
texted me
very
last night.
compelling. It's very like edge of your seat.
My sister finished it last night. Said it's really good.
I don't
But I
feel
haven't
the
started
need
yet.
to go back to the other one.
Oh,
was the
God,
other one
I
we
know.
were watching?
I only want you to watch the other one, which is called The Night Agent.
No, I'm over it.
Just because of like the actor, the main guy, the way he'll be like it'll be like he always says Rose, the lady's name. Like he'll be like, "That's the towel you got for the swimming pool, Rose." Or he'll be like, "There's 15 cc's of chemical warfare. I need you guys out of the building now." Like he'll say something and then now, and he does that so many times in the show, and then the pause, Rose.
He's
like-
mastering the combo, what we call it
too
in the
much.
biz.
I just feel like there's too many other shows to watch to waste my time. Like I'm still an episode behind on Beast Games, and today actually a new Dexter comes out. Right? I think it's Fridays.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
hope
not going to go back to the
the
night
Dexter Original Sin series can go for a while before they get it up to speed to the original series. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
'Cause
think-
really.
like have
They
a couple
definitely
seasons.
do.
Okay, good. I hope it wouldn't just be like, boom. All right.
I
no.
mean, where I'm at now, I feel like they definitely can keep going.
keep going because he's only 20.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway. Good morning, Robin.
Hey, good morning, John Jay. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, I was telling Peyton before I got connected to you guys that I've been listening to you guys for a very long time. They used to have a station that's called The Spot in New Orleans. They used to play you guys, and I've been listening to you guys on iHeartRadio ever since.
Right
Like I was so sad when they stopped like playing you in New Orleans. Like, how could you do that? They're so great and entertaining. I love y'all's chemistry. Y'all are so uplifting. Y'all have such a great dynamic together. Y'all just work so great. Everything has a nice flow.
Wow. Thank you so much, Robin. Are you going to the Super Bowl?
Oh, no, I can't afford that. But I am enjoying the light show that they have on the cathedral. There's been a lot of bad kickback with some of the local people that are really religious. Yeah, I'm like, come on, it's still a house of worship, but at night, no one's really going to church that late at night. I mean, that's my loophole.
Speaking of New Orleans, what about Mardi Gras? That starts pretty soon, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it's happening in March this year for some reason. I think they pushed it back because of the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
my cousin's getting married in New Orleans in 2026, and it's the weekend after Mardi Gras.
Oh,
so
that'd be
my whole
nuts.
family is planning on it's like trying to go to Mardi Gras and then explore New Orleans for a week and then do the wedding.
Mardi Gras is amazing.
All the parades around.
That's so up my alley too. I would love to go to Mardi Gras.
All the parishes have their own parades, and it's not just the main one, but all the side ones are awesome too.
Rich and I met in New Orleans. Did you know that, Robin?
No, I didn't. That's so cool.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, what were you calling for? Thank you for the nice words.
I was calling. There's a Netflix movie that just came out a few days ago, Kinda Pregnant, with Amy Schumer in it. It is so funny. I don't know if you like her movies, but it's right up her alley. I can't see anybody else playing that part. You ever saw Mrs. Doubtfire?
Yes.
How her she caught on fire, have hot flashes. Well, there's a moment where her belly catches on fire, and I think of Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was cracking up.
Where she jumps on the floor to put out the fire. Yeah, I saw the commercial for it on Netflix.
Oh, for the
how
movie?
does people not catch on that she's not pregnant? She's jumping on the floor.
She fakes it, right? She's in a mommy group, and she's looking for attention or whatever. I saw a couple of TikToks of it too. I didn't know it came out. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Her best friend had gotten pregnant, and when they were younger, they were kind of both wanting to be pregnant at the same time. Kind of like how your friends are. You want to do so much, and there was a little bit of a jealousy there. So she wanted to fit in with all the pregnant people.
And the mom from Ginny and George is in that movie too, I think. I like her.
Oh, I like her too.
There's somebody else too. There's a guy in it. When I saw the commercial for it, I was like, oh, that's that guy. I can't remember who it is. Though. He's a well-known guy, though. Do you know who it is? Who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The love interest. It's not Will Ferrell, but it's somebody like that. Oh, it's the other Will.
Arnett?
No, Will from MacGruber. That
Will Forte.
Will Forte. Yeah, he's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's great. Yeah.
It's so funny because she's on this high kick because people are offering her seats on the subway and everything. She's getting all these pep peeves for being pregnant, faking being pregnant. She tries to keep it going on as long as she could.
Very funny.
But yeah, I wanted to throw that on your watch list because I know you guys are really great with movies and TV shows. And I want to thank you guys, too, from Game of Thrones because I loved that show when y'all suggested it back in the day.
You can watch the OJ trial. The OJ one, too. That's good, too.
It's just like Game of Thrones.
I will.
All right, Robin. Talk to you later.
Thanks, y'all. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank
Bye-bye.
y'all. Take care.
I was in a sheer dress the day that we met.
There's nothing in the world that's bigger in the news than, at the count of three, everyone say it. 1, 2, 3. Eggs.
The Super
Oh
Bowl.
my God, you said Super Bowl and I said eggs. That's why we've come up with the Super Bowl of eggs. It's the 10th annual John Jay and Rich Super Bowl of eggs. We've never been wrong. The prediction's never been wrong.
It's true. These eggs sort of blow up and predict the winner of every year's big Super Bowl.
How do they do it?
Kyle, what's the best way to describe what's about to happen here?
Yeah, thank you, John Jay. So we are down on the sideline right now with the eggs. We have a Chiefs egg, colored red and yellow, of course, because those are the colors of the team. And we've got an Eagles egg. It's green, kind of like the teal of their uniforms, but we're going with it anyways. And today they will face off in the microwave to see who will be the winner of the big game.
Now, so what are the rules, Kyle, of the Super Bowl of eggs? How do we determine the actual winner?
It's actually really simple, Rich. The eggs go in the microwave, and the first one to explode loses the Super Bowl. So the last egg standing is our winner.
Oh, my God, this is so incredible.
It's very exciting.
Well, let's
It's
do it.
really exciting.
Let's do it. Let's start
We
the
get
Super
these
Bowl of
things in.
eggs.
Let's get them in there.
We set the microwave on high for what, 2 minutes?
60 minutes.
60 minutes. We're here as long as it takes. Now, last year, John Jay, you might recall, it ended in dramatic fashion as the door of the microwave blew wide open.
Oh, yeah. Whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a stinky one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is
putting eggs on the field.
Doors closed.
Just
6
stop.
minutes.
Okay, game on, you guys. The ball has been punted. Okay, we've got Eagles and Chiefs not moving much. It's a quiet game so far. I believe the angle of the microwave may be affecting our pass point protection on this one. We've got a check pass by the Eagles, and they are in motion. That's right, in motion, heading for the red zone. Or is it the Chiefs zone? Who knows? We're going to need a Hail Mary on this one because neither one of them are moving. It is full-on gridiron in our microwave right now. Little to no movement, leaving us to wonder, is there going to be a winner at all? We usually see a little bit more movement here in our microwave, but the spinner doesn't seem to be working. Either way, the hard count of the end game will be who has exploded or not. Last egg standing is what we're looking for right here, and it looks like they are really intimidating one another in there. I don't know if you guys can see
any cracks.
Look,
any cracks?
I
yet?
see some icing the kicker in there. I mean, it is full on penalty motion or in motion. Emotion because they're literally not moving in this microwave. Eagles are the favorite of the game, but we'll have to wait and see because of the unpredictability of the microwave. Now, in these situations, when they're face to face, really just staring each other down, usually what we say is delay of game, which is what I would like to say to our players right now. But you know what? Once they're in there and they're in game time mindset, you really can't decide what's going to happen. Usually,
Mother of God, stop it!
Blow.
The Chiefs do it!
Chiefs win
It's a Super Bowl of eggs.
Wow.
Wait. You saw the Eagles won. The Eagles blew up? The Eagles blew up?
lose if
Oh,
they
the Eagles
blew up.
lose.
Last egg standing wins
Rich,
the
that's so
Super Bowl.
anticlimactic.
Oh,
We're just
wow.
all screaming.
I thought you said Eagles won. I misheard you.
No, and we don't want to get it wrong, right? Because
Yeah.
this
The
is a
Chiefs
prediction.
win the Super Bowl.
It's going to be an upset, guys.
This is
I know.
big news. This is big news.
Wow.
The Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Blown away. That was an intense showdown.
Man, great job,
Was
Kyle
it?
and Fug. Great job. Wow. The Chiefs win. You heard it here first. Place your bets. Make your money. The Chiefs are the winner of the Super Bowl. It's John, Jay, and Rich. We do have tickets to the weekend. Got to keep listening. It'll probably happen in this break. Probably happen within less than 10 minutes. Christina, good morning.
Good morning.
What's going on?
Hi, I just was calling in because I was listening to the podcast the other day, and you were talking about your water, and I was like, wow, John Jay's really excited talking about his water, and then I realized that I had you on 1.5 speed.
You're like all sped up, hyped up.
That's so funny because I was kind of like, when you were saying that, I was like, was I excited about my water?
That's awesome.
Yeah, you would let nobody talk. It was like, oh, I'm like, wow, he's really excited, but no.
I'm starting to really get obsessed with my water. I need to find a better water jug than this because I don't want plastic anymore. I'm obsessed with not having plastic in my body now because of all that stuff you keep reading about.
Did they actually say what the plastic does? Like all the things that I've read is like all these microplastics in your body and your brain, but like none of them actually say like what they do or the long-term
Right,
effect
like,
of that.
is it bad?
Yeah.
Right, I know. You're right.
Is it bad or is our body just
I would
like,
assume
I
it's
guess that's
bad.
something in there.
I would
Whatever.
assume it's bad. All right, Christina, thanks for calling and thank you for listening.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you too. Yeah, I have a couple more Super Bowl fact or fiction information about the Super Bowl.
It's Friday and John just got a game for you.
Actually, this isn't the game yet.
Go.
This is just fact or fiction. Like
Well,
I did
you're ready.
earlier.
You're ready to go.
Okay, all right. No, you get ready to get because I want to play my game later.
Okay.
Okay. What artist do you think has performed? Actually, fact or fiction? No artist has performed at more Super Bowl halftime shows than the singing group Up With People.
Oh, I bet you that's true because that used to be before they had actual bands.
I
They used
don't
to
know
do
who
that.
that is.
They were this thing. I remember my dad took me to when I was a kid, and then we'd sit in a theater, and these college kids would come out and sing all these songs, all uplifting songs. One of them was Up With People, people everywhere. Anyway, Up With People performed in 1976, 1980, 1982, and 1986.
And that's when everybody was like, we've had enough.
2 in every 3 people at the Super Bowl have never been to one Super Bowl before.
True.
I think that's true.
Fact. Only 4 teams in NFL have ever been to the Super. Only 4 teams in NFL have never been to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna
The
say
Browns. What's that?
Oh, that was in the fact or fiction?
The Browns, the Lions, the Texans, and the Jaguars.
That sounds right.
That's a fact. Fact or fiction? Super Bowl weekend is the slowest weekend of the year for weddings.
Oh, I believe that fact.
That is a fact. That is a fact. There's a TikToker named Liv, and she is trending right now because she does voices and stuff. She impersonates singers, and so she did this video that's trending. It's her different singers, what they would sound like stubbing their toe. Okay. So in each part, she walks into a bedroom, stubs her toe, and then does these voices. She does Ariana Grande, Shakira, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera. That's what you're going to hear.
I hit it again.
I love that.
Strong.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah, she's good.
Isn't that funny how you're so bored that you come up with something like that? That's so clever. Okay, it's Friday, Rich. I got a game for you.
It's Friday and John-G's got a game for you.
Okay, Super Bowl is this weekend. This trivia is other things that are super. Other things that are super. Rich, the iconic superhero from Krypton.
Superman.
Yes. Peyton, a powerful and luminous stellar explosion.
A super glow.
Nope.
A superstar.
Nope.
A super explosion.
Nope.
I don't know. I need help.
Rich?
Supernova.
Yes.
Supernova.
Kyle, a highly successful, beautiful person like Giselle Bundchen, Gigi Hadid, or Cindy Crawford.
Supermodel.
Supermodel. Yes. Rich, a word for a nation with dominant influence. China, Russia, United States.
An elite global superpower.
Superpower, yes. Peyton, a legendary video game character from Nintendo.
Super Mario.
Yes. Kyle, 16-bit video game system you might have played Super Mario on.
Super Nintendo.
Yes. Rich, someone extremely famous and talented. Mary Catherine Gallagher catchphrase.
Superstar.
Yes. Peyton, a strong, fast-acting adhesive.
Super glue.
Yes. Kyle, a large self-service grocery store.
Supermarket.
Yes. Rich, a comic character with extraordinary powers.
Superman.
Comic character, superhero. Looking for superhero. We already did Superman.
Oh, okay.
A superhero.
Superdog.
No, the answer is superhero.
Oh, superhero. Oh, I gotcha.
Which, by the way, I saw the Fantastic Four trailer. Flop.
No way.
I predict flop.
No way.
It seems not exciting.
I don't know, man.
Nick says no. Rich says no. Flop,
Nick
flop.
We talked about it. It looks
Dude, the CGI on the thing looks worse than it did 15 years ago.
But is it supposed to? Because they're like, I mean, even their outfits are throwback. Like, it's supposed to have a retro-y vibe, right?
Futuristic 60s stuff. It's going to be good.
Flop.
The movie still is, 4 months away, so the CGI isn't completely completed yet.
Oh, you're defending it like you work there?
Let's save this.
This is my passion.
Let's save this. I bet it does $80 million opening weekend. I bet it's a huge success.
Whatever. I mean, in the normal movie world, I'm sure it'll make money, but I think, or it might not. To me, it looks so unappealing.
Well, it doesn't make sense to post a trailer with CGI that's not done. Why would you post something that's not finished?
Like Jurassic Park. They posted their trailer. That's going to be a smash. That movie is going to be fantastic.
You guys want me to get into the weeds?
Go ahead. In the middle of my game. Go
So
ahead.
the whole deal is that they released the trailer early because it was supposed to be during the big game this weekend. But Disney wanted their trailer to live, right, all week. And then Universal responded with, well, if you're going to release your trailer early, we'll release Jurassic World early, and then we'll get the headlines for the rest of the week.
Ooh, that's messy.
Well, I think Jurassic Park won because their trailer's much better than Fantastic
I agree.
Four. Flop. Save this tape. We'll play it in June or whatever that movie comes out.
We can't if you're not taping. Are you taping it?
I'm taping.
Okay, good.
Peyton, a powerful antagonist with evil intentions in comics. A bad guy for superheroes.
A super villain.
Super villain, yes. These are things that are super outside of the Super Bowl. Kyle, a major road designed for high-speed traffic. I-95, I-10, I-70, I-80.
A superhighway.
Superhighway, yes. Rich, beyond the laws of nature, often involving ghosts or magic.
Supernatural.
Yes. Kyle, a belief in supernatural causes or events. Also, some mountains.
Superstition.
Yes. Peyton, someone extremely dedicated to a person, team, or fandom.
A super fan.
Yes. Rich, a part of a building or ship above its foundation.
Gosh, a part of a building or ship above its foundation. Super platform.
Superstructure. Superstructure. Kyle, full moon that appears larger because it's closer to Earth.
Supermoon.
Yes. Peyton, a football game on Sunday where the Kansas City Chiefs are playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Most people will watch the game. Others will watch the commercials.
The Super BOWL.
Yes, Rich for the win. The place where Taylor Swift is going to see her boyfriend this weekend.
The Superdome.
Yes, but I was actually looking for Super Bowl II.
Oh, okay.
So actually, you're right. You're right. You're right. Caller 14, you win tickets to see the weekend. 877-937-1047. We got a text. Nick, you want to explain this? Why was Super Bowl bleeped on the radio? A lot of texts about that.
Yeah, legally, NFL restricts you from saying the name of their championship game on the air when you're, it's one of, like, your bits. So it's like, that's why when you see posters outside of bars, they're like, it's the big game this weekend. We're having a big game party.
Like if you're advertising, right? But like for us, we're not advertising anything. We're just doing the thing.
But you're using it to promote your bit. You're using their name to promote your bit.
My bad. Sorry, I mentioned Super Bowl.
John Jay.
What?
You said it.
Oh, okay. Hey, will you get us? Well, we need caller 14. Let me know when you get to caller 13. We'll take caller 14 on there. So, I'm new to the makeup world. Not makeup. What's the
I
word?
was going to say, we're dabbling into makeup.
No. I'm new to the skincare world. I'm like 2 weeks in on skincare, I think, right? And I brought up, like, you know how they say there's no such thing as a stupid question? I brought up what I thought was a stupid question about toothbrush when you brush your teeth after you put your cream on. And I got a lot of feedback on that. A lot of people wondered that. Well, I have two more. I'm 2 weeks into skincare. I use a product called Skin Better. And I have like 4 or 5 of these containers. And I watch that video every day. I watched it this morning. And I put skincare on my face. 2 things. I'm going hiking tomorrow. Early in the morning. Do I wake up, do the skincare routine, go hiking? Or do I wake up, go hiking, come home, shower, do the skincare routine? Kyle, your thoughts?
Does your skincare routine have sunscreen in it?
At the end, I could put sunscreen on.
I mean, I would definitely put sunscreen on before you go. But if you're going to come back and wash your face right afterwards, maybe
Well, I
just
never
do the
wash my
skincare
face.
after that.
So I'm saying,
You don't wash your face after you, like when you shower, you're washing your face,
when I shower.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably put sunscreen on before you go hiking and then come back and do your skincare.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I'm
know.
not like a skincare expert, though.
I'm just curious because I don't want to screw it up because I know how expensive that stuff is. Oh, we got to pick up caller 14 here. Okay. Hello. Good morning, John, Jay, and Rich. Hello.
Hey, I'm calling about the weekend ticket.
Yeah, what's your name?
Sasha?
You're caller 14, you win.
No way!
Yes.
I never win anything.
You win, Sasha. Where are you? What part of town? What do you got going on today?
I'm headed to work. I live in...
Oh.
No.
Did we lose her?
I didn't do that.
No, she's still on the line. I think
Wait.
maybe we
I'm
went-
here.
Okay. Okay, you're headed to work and you're doing what?
I'm headed to work. I live in Peoria.
Awesome. Okay, hold on the line. Okay, you win. You're gonna go see the weekend.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse practitioner.
Awesome. Thank you so much for listening. Drive safe. Hold on. We'll get your
thank you.
We'll get your information. Hold on.
Thank you.
I still have another skincare question.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I don't want to ask you here. I'll ask it later.
Okay.
And then this is really stupid, but I need an answer. All right, we're gonna get to some entertainment news. We got to get into the Blake Lively Taylor Swift stuff, right? I think that's big. I saw that
we do.
busting out yesterday. Also, Ariana Grande stuff, Kendrick Lamar stuff, Kanye stuff. We're getting all that next. John, Jay, and Rich.
Microphone check.
Tap in and say what's up. Check. Open the free iHeartRadio app and tap the talkback mic to send John Jay and Rich a message now.
My son Dutch keeps DMing me all this Kanye stuff happening right now. He keeps posting stuff. He posted stuff with Diddy's son. He's
going
FaceTime.
off. He actually basically asked Donald Trump to free Diddy and saying he's releasing a song and splitting it 50-50 because that's what he planned before Diddy was in jail. And I'm like, probably not the person to attach yourself to right now, Kanye. Like
Kanye's having another one of his little episodes again.
I know, which is crazy because he was just on that podcast talking about how he felt like he spun out of control when he wasn't in control. So I'm like, does he feel out of control in his life right now? And that's what we're seeing? Or what is this? What's going on with Kanye? Or is it just Kanye's way of getting press for his new album? Because he's got his new album, Bully, coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also talked about that in the interview and how, what exactly inspired the title.
My son was playing with some kid, and then he kicked him. And I asked my son, I said, why you do that? He said, because he weak. And I was like, this man is really a bully right here.
And that's his son, Saint. Saint is not a saint. Apparently, Saint is a bully.
That kid's a character. But I wonder what Kim Kardashian's going to say, because every time Kanye goes on these, rants and he's digging himself into these deeper holes, she always comes out and says something.
Yeah, because he's kind of taking a dig at her too,
exactly.
isn't he?
So I'm waiting for the response because
he did also defend his wife because everyone was the whole naked thing on the Grammy carpet. He finally, I guess, quote unquote, broke his silence about it or whatever. He's like, how lucky am I that I have a wife that is smart and strong and so brave and hot. So it's just feels grateful for his wife, but he is, he's going Kanye on us right now, for sure.
He really is.
I saw this TikTok someone sent me last night. It was from a woman, and she had all the receipts, all the text messages. She was showing this text messages of Kanye's private pilot and all these other people and that are inviting her to go to France or Europe, wherever they were, to participate in things that are very Diddy-like. And Kanye was asking, and she said that he loved it was just freaky. And I believe it because they showed all the screenshots of the. You know what I mean? Anyway, Blake Lively, Taylor Swift, Ryan Reynolds. What's the latest?
Trouble in Paradise is the latest, definitely. There were rumors of this, kind of when we first saw a couple of text messages that were leaked of Blake Lively's. And you guys know that there is a whole lawsuit between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, all about the movie It Ends With Us. Blake claims sexual harassment. Justin Baldoni filed a $400 million lawsuit against Blake Lively, saying she trashed him in the papers and it's defamation. So that he started releasing all these different stories about what happened during the filming and what happened and what she has texted him. And apparently there was this special meeting, and it was at Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' house. And they kind of ambushed Justin Baldoni to convince him to use the changes that Blake Lively had made to the movie. Then they had Taylor Swift show up at the end of it and say how great the movie changes were and how awesome it's going to be and how excited she was to see it. So now we're hearing that she didn't even know that Justin Baldoni was going to be at Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds' house.
You're like, can you cruise over Sunday at 4?
Yeah.
So she comes
Taylor
over.
just showed up to their house when Blake said to come over, and she had no idea anyone was going to be there. They think Blake timed the meeting perfect so that Justin was on his way out as Taylor was coming in. And I guess Taylor Swift said, yeah, I'm so excited to see the movie because it's she knew this was her friend's boss on the movie set, not because there was anything big and planned.
She was just being polite on the way in, going, hey.
Yeah, and if you remember one of the text messages that Justin Baldoni leaked, Blake Lively had told him, if you've seen Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi, and like her, I happen to have a few dragons, basically insinuating that Taylor Swift was one of her dragons. And Taylor's like, I feel really used. I'm not your dragon. I came to your house, I said something to your boss, and now I'm getting roped into this lawsuit because of it. And apparently, Justin Baldoni's lawyer has reached out and said, we may deposition Taylor Swift because now she's involved.
Well, I'd be so mad if I was Taylor Swift.
I know.
So who's coming out and saying that Taylor didn't know about this secret meeting?
Taylor's people.
Taylor's people
have put out. And then she also apparently learned that this wasn't the only time that Blake Lively has leveraged Taylor's name. Apparently there was one girl they cast in the movie, and Blake had told her Taylor Swift was involved in the casting. She really likes you and really wanted you to be a part of this. And Taylor's like, I had no part in that. I had no creative say in this movie whatsoever.
Talk about being used.
No, I know, right? We just talked about that, right? And that's one of the things that you would have to worry about being someone as iconic as Taylor Swift is your friends using you. And
Man,
that's
she's not thinking about that.
Yeah,
And
and now they're saying that the whole lawsuit, they may settle out of court because Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds will want to save the relationship with Taylor Swift, and they will do whatever they have to do to make sure she doesn't get depositioned.
Of course, and you know it's going to be the real test. We're going to find out on Sunday if Blake Lively is in that Super Bowl box.
She won't be.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that will definitely give us the tell-all. Like, if she is not there, there's definitely some beef right there.
It's so weird that people of that caliber are using people of that caliber.
I know. I'm like, you didn't, and even, and that was in the text message from Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
Like, it was great without that, without
Right.
the Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift influence.
But still, if anything, use your husband. He's Ryan Reynolds. Like,
But
you're
like,
allowed.
that just shows how big Taylor Swift is, right?
Yeah.
Like, you have Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds using her as a pawn.
Well, those are dragons.
So we'll have to watch. Are they going to be the Super Bowl? By the way, how does Kendrick Lamar? Because I know he did his press release yesterday. I saw some of it.
Yeah, it's like media day, and so they get to talk to all the people. And of course, he is the halftime show. And he was asked, like, how does it feel? Like, we had a big, like rap was put on stage when you had like the whole medley, but you're like the first rap artist to do a solo halftime show. How does that make you feel?
For me, that mean everything because it puts the culture on the forefront where it needs to be and not minimized to just a catchy song or verse. This is a true art form. So to represent it on this type of stage is like everything that I've worked for and everything that I believe in as far as the culture. Like, I live and die by it. It's gonna change my whole family life, so I don't take it for granted at all.
You know what?
Awesome.
After he won his Grammy, the first time I ever looked at him, like, and I saw him in concert, like a year ago. But at the Grammys, I just thought, he's cute.
You know what's funny?
He's so cute.
I'm glad that
sure you
say
would appreciate that.
because you've said it a couple of times, John, that you think my boyfriend
I
Kitty
do.
looks like Kendrick Lamar. And it wasn't until the Grammys that I was like, you kind of look like my boyfriend.
Yeah.
But I also think we're forgetting the fact that SZA is also going to be performing with Kendrick Lamar. And, like, that's my girl. Put some respect on her name. Like, she's about to make that performance that much better.
And rumors of other people popping up, too, right?
The rumors Taylor Swift might.
We'll see. What an exciting Super Bowl.
Cause girl, you're amazing. Just the way you are.
John, Jay, and Rich. Nadia, good morning. You're on the air. Thanks for holding.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. How are you? What's up?
Good. Oh, I don't know. I'm feeling a little dramatic about something and decided to call the radio about it.
Good. Well, that's what we're here for. How can we help you?
So I'm pregnant with my first child. Thank you. It's exciting. It's like kind of like the first family baby in a long time. But my sister, who's my older sister, she's 4 years older and does not have a husband or a boyfriend or a man in sight and has actually never even mentioned wanting kids before. And ever since I announced my pregnancy, like within a week, she's suddenly looking for a sperm donor so we can all be pregnant at the same time.
Wow.
And you don't like that? I feel like
I'm like, how fun.
It could be fun to be pregnant with your sister.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like a pattern. Like every time something big happens in my life, like something, she just finds a way to like try to one up it or like be a part of it or make it hers completely. And like this is like an extreme level of like trying to make my pregnancy moment hers, like running and getting a sperm donor.
Right, she should do that.
Cousins that'll play together.
I would say if I were you and her, I would talk about it, and it'd be fun if the sperm donor was your husband.
No. What?
That way they're like, oh my God, it's making it more fun.
Who would that
like
only
brothers
be fun?
and
That would
sisters.
only be fun for the guy?
Brothers and sisters and cousins. First cousins.
Yeah, too messy. No.
So really, your sis is always going to be drama. She's always been drama. It's always the same thing. Now you lean into it, make it fun for you. So if she wants to have a kid same time you do, just own it. Lean into it.
Yeah, as annoying as that would be.
She's not gonna
it would be
change.
a blessing for your new little baby and her baby, right? To be able to grow up with.
Yeah, and if they're
their
close
cousin.
in age, you guys will always, like developmentally, like when you have a newborn and a 6-month-old, they're in drastically different places. So if you guys do it at the same time, it's like you get to experience life together. Maybe you'll see a whole different side of your sister that's like, wow, I really love this side. You like it. Now we're a team. We can do this together and help each other out.
But also selfishly, I think it'd be cool to be the only person with a kid, so the grandparents spend all their time with your kid. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, my
I
God.
said
Wow.
selfishly.
Yeah, I mean, yes, that would be
Yeah, you want-
selfishly.
I would have loved my mom to just spend time with my kids, but she had to go spend time with my sister's kids.
Well, we understand,
waste.
Nadia.
I know.
That's big sisters. They can get under your skin for sure. So we feel you on that.
So funny.
All right, Nadia. Good luck. Congratulations. That's a tough one. Let us know when you have the baby.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thanks for
Appreciate
listening.
it. Thank
Hold on
you.
the line.
Bye.
It's John, Jay, and Rich. John, Jay, and Rich. Chris, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man. What's up?
Hey, I was just I sent you a message. I wanted to go over it with you on the air. I thought it was hilarious. I know that you got a treadmill recently, a walking treadmill to meet your goals for your steps, and it just makes me laugh because you talk about how loud you are on the treadmill, and I'm the same way, and like huffing and puffing on the radio, and it makes me laugh because I work from home and I use one of those as well, and there's a lot of times where I'm on the treadmill and I'm like trying to like catch my breath, and I have to like mute it because I'm talking to a customer, and it just makes me laugh because I'm like, I can just hear John Jay on the radio, and then all of a sudden it just goes quiet, and he has to mute it to catch his breath, and it just made me laugh. I had to send you a message, and I thought it was hilarious.
Thanks. Your situation is a little different than mine because what I do, because I can't do it on the radio. First of all, the treadmill's too thin. So if I'm on the radio
I'm worried about you on
if
that.
I'm on the radio talking, I will misstep and get hurt, right?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I moved it off to the side of the studio, and I kind of jump on there during songs and commercials and try to get my steps in.
It's hilarious because mine's also very thin. It's just a tiny walking treadmill. I've seen yours on Instagram. It's the same thing. And, like, I have to be very careful when I'm on it because I'll be like, I'll step to the side and I'll accidentally just kind of trip a little bit or something, or I'll be like, I'm feeling the end of it. I'm like coming up. I'm like, oh, I've got to speed up.
How fast are you going if you're huffing and puffing where you have to put it on mute?
So, like, I don't take a lot of calls. So it's like 3.5 to 4 miles an hour, and then all of a sudden I get a call. And then I have to, like, drop down the speed a little bit, just first of all so it's not as loud, and also so I can catch my breath. And I'm talking and I'm having this conversation, all of a sudden I can just, when you're, like, talking a lot and you're like, you got to take a breath now.
Yeah.
That's me. And then I mute it real quick, take that breath, and then unmute it.
To be fair, though,
It's just fine.
if you listen to the show, you've heard John Jay try to catch his breath when he's just been sitting there.
True.
Absolutely.
So do you know what your steps are every day at the end of the day?
So I average between 6,000 and 7,000, and that's working from home, and my wife's a stay-at-home mom and everything. So we don't really go out super often. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering I don't really have a outside job.
Yeah, I mean, you working from home and not really leaving your house, you could probably have 100 steps a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, if
Before I
you-
got this treadmill, man, I was sedentary. I mean, it was crazy.
Exactly. That's what it was. I'm like, I have to get some steps in.
Right on, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for listening, bro.
Thank you.
John, Jay, and Rich. We got the Amy Poehler tickets and Tina Fey tickets. So we need a contestant right now at 877-937-1047. We're going to play ADD Trivia. Grant is the host of ADD Trivia.
Hello. Welcome to the show, everyone. How we doing? Hi. All right, so ADD Trivia, it's a random trivia question. I'm going to go around the room and ask you. This week, I asked the John Jay and Rich Reddit for some help. I said, hey, I don't really feel like writing a whole ADD trivia game. Maybe throw some suggestions my way. And they did.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm very involved now. In the,
Did you back it up and make sure that the trivia questions were legit?
No, as I do most ADD trivia days.
Okay.
I mean, I know the answers to these, so I think we're fine.
Okay.
I also stole a pen from someone in this room, and maybe we'll figure it out as the game is played.
All right, hold on. They're getting a contestant right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, hold on.
I actually
know
need
who
that
you
back when you're done.
Okay. You can text us, by the way, just about anything. Text JJR, whatever's on your mind, to 96893. A couple text messages real quick. What was the name of that show that was brought up yesterday? Something Tulsa. What was that called?
Tulsa King?
Tulsa.
Kings?
No. Tupelo.
Tupelo, King of Tupelo.
King of Tupelo. Or Tulsa King, I don't know. John Jay, wash your face as soon as you wake up. Never go outside without sunscreen, especially hiking. Okay. All right.
Whoa.
We got a contestant. Serena?
Yes.
Hi. Welcome. You are playing for tickets to see Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
Awesome. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
We're playing ADD Trivia.
We're playing ADD Trivia. All right, we start with John J. Van S. Pond-Raised Klutz on Reddit asked, what is the name of two words that sound the same but have different meanings and spellings?
A double, no. Bipolarism, no. Not double entendre. It's called a... Hey, man, you can't say double negative. Double negative.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect. I was looking for homophone. Homophone. Good try, though.
Did you Google it to make sure?
Yeah, no, I just know that's right.
He knows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like bear in bear? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought you said opposites.
No, you're all right.
I misunderstood, but I would have
start.
got homophone.
Hot start. Rich Barra talked about a lot over the last couple weeks. What is the name of the fictional high school in High School Musical?
Oh, my gosh. It's in New Mexico. And it is not Rydell. That's Greece.
Utah.
It's in Utah? Not New Mexico?
He says with such confidence.
Are you sure?
I think it's in Utah. I'm pretty sure it's in
No,
Utah.
I think the High School Musical 3 is definitely New Mexico.
Let's see. Nick?
So the actual high school is in Utah. The movie is set in New Mexico.
We were both right.
Oh, okay.
I
I'm Cooper High.
Yay
Cooper
for
High.
both of you.
Cooper High, incorrect. Peyton for the steal.
East High.
There she is. Nice job, Peyton on the board. Commanding lead. Peyton Whitmore. A lot of aviation stuff happening this week with all the planes and all that scary
I'm
stuff
scared.
happening, right?
There's a plane missing right now
In Alaska.
I don't want to
It's
talk
nuts.
about it.
Have fun flying out this weekend, everybody.
Yeah.
Seems pretty safe up
So,
there.
Peyton, with that in mind, what color is the black box carried on airplanes?
Black.
Incorrect.
Orange.
Red.
John Jay for the steal.
Why is it called the black
I know.
box?
It should be called the orange
It is
box.
not
Just
the
call it the
Hasn't
orange
that always?
box.
That's the old joke.
Make it make
Why
sense.
they even call it the black box? Right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like old comedian stuff.
Why don't you make the whole plane out of the black box?
Exactly. There we go. All right, Kyle Unfug. What kind of effects does a Foley artist add to TV and movies?
The Foley artist adds sound effects.
There she is. Nice job, Kyle.
I just guessed.
Wow. I was going to guess plants.
Serena.
Foliage effects.
All right, here we go. ADD trivia. Serena, in The Matrix, what color pill did Neo take?
Oh, dang it.
It's either red or blue.
Let's go red.
Nice job,
Good
Serena,
guess.
on the board. Hot start. We got Serena, John Jay, Peyton, and Kyle on the board. Rich, goose egg so far. John J. Van S. Kelsey, 480 on Reddit asked, what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle painted the Sistine Chapel?
Michelangelo.
Nice job.
Yeah.
John Jay with 2 points.
Wait, he got a point for homophone?
Yeah, no, he got a point for stealing.
Black box.
Yeah, black box.
On fire.
Rich Vera, what is the fear of one's own fears known as?
Something descophobia. A fear. Fearophobia. Well, I think it's fearophobia. Fearophobia.
Incorrect. I was looking for phobophobia.
Phobophobia.
The fear of phobias. All right. Hot game. Peyton Whitmore. Are you ready? Pratt, Windsor, and Four in the Hand all make reference to what piece of men's attire?
What?
Windsor, Pratt, or Four in the Hand?
A part of a man's body?
Yeah, no, a part of their wardrobe.
Does Serena have a steal?
Yeah, Serena, you got a steal?
Serena, not
I
yet.
cut out the question.
Pratt.
Pratt?
I'm going a Pratt, a Windsor, and
Yeah.
a Four and
A
a.
Four in the Hand.
I'm going to say
A men's.
a suit.
Close.
Tuxedo.
Rich Vera.
Didn't Serena have the seal?
No, she didn't get it.
I'm stealing it for her. You're referring to types of tie knots.
I'll give it to you. Neckties. We'll give that point to Serena. Nice job.
All right, Serena.
Kyle Unfug. Pre-med. Right?
For
You
like
still,
2 semesters.
Still pre-med?
Yeah,
All
2
right.
semesters.
And date to the dentist.
Ooh, okay. This ties.
orthodontist, but
this
yes.
is, okay, good. What?
That's such an orthodontist comment.
Kyle, what part of the human skin is the thinnest?
What part of
Peyton's.
the human skin is the thinnest?
Actually.
Oh, that's sad.
It's true.
Oh, your neck skin.
Incorrect. I was looking for eyelids.
Oh, see, I feel like neck skin and eyelid skin is
About the
kind of
same.
similar.
About the same. All right, no point for Kyle there. All right, Serena, you could win it all here if you get this correct. Are you ready?
Yes.
Serena, who won the Grammy this week for Best Country Album?
Beyonce.
There she is. Nice shot, Serena.
Serena, you get to see Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. They'll be at Arizona Financial Theater May 2nd. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. Congratulations. Kyle, what's coming up with 3 things we need to know?
They got record prices for commercials during the big game on Sunday. I'll tell you just how much these companies are spending next with John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich.
Call the show at 877-937-1047.
The text line, you text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. A couple of texts here. These are all from the same phone number. Happy Friday. I listen to podcasts every day from Tampa, Florida. How do I get stem cells? I've had mold in my water bottle too. I love the Super Bowl of eggs. My favorite part is Rich saying Super Bowl of eggs over and over in the background every year. John, Jay, and Rich, please read one of my texts on the air. I'm not convinced these are getting through to y'all. P.S. Sending Peyton good vibes about getting engaged on 2/14/25.
Yay!
Yeah, this is from a 727 number. Those were all the same person. We are getting your text messages.
And thanks for participating. That's fun.
Yeah.
Kyle, what are 3 days we need to know?
We know that companies have to make a huge investment to have a commercial that plays during the big game, right? And now we're finding exactly how much that investment is. Seems like each year it goes up and up and up, and that's what it's done. This year it's broken records. Apparently, at least 10 companies, I didn't say which ones, have paid over $8 million for their ads that will play during the game. Now, getting
30 seconds, too. They're short.
Yeah, getting in before the game is even more pricey than ever. Apparently, an ad that starts before the game is still $4.5 million.
Wow.
That's insane.
By us, we're way, way cheaper.
Yeah, come on.
Did you guys see the Carl's Jr. Alex Earl commercial?
No.
So I didn't know this, but I mean, you guys might know. Apparently, Carl's Jr. used to kind of do like the sexier, hotter girls eating
Paris
the
Hilton was
burgers
in
or
it.
whatever. And I guess they stopped doing it, and they relaunched it with Alex Earl, who's like the biggest influencer ever right now. And I watched it. I was like, that's a dang good commercial. And Alex Earl
Is she
looks
biting
good.
the hamburger slowly and the sauce is
like
dripping
her
everywhere?
hair's going back and
Yeah, that's how it used to go.
And I was like, that's a good commercial. And now I'm kind of craving Carl's Jr.
It started with
worked.
somebody, and then that person became famous. I don't remember who it is. And then Paris Hilton did one, and they had a few like that.
Wow.
Same like a cowboy outfit. Or
Yeah,
like,
go look at it. It's actually a really cool commercial.
Well, speaking of companies that have a lot of money to spend, apparently Amazon is set to pass Walmart in revenue for the first time ever. So coming up on the end of the month, apparently Amazon is set to report $187 billion compared to Walmart's $180 billion.
So they're doing okay.
In one quarter. Yeah, they're doing fine. They made like $600 billion last year. Just fine. Now, this I find fascinating, but does not surprise me at all. Apparently, Sephora is the new Chuck E. Cheese for tween girl birthday parties. Trendy tweens are now booking their parties at Sephora. I didn't even know this was a thing, but Sephora locations across the country are actually allowed to host parties. It's at the discretion of each shop, so not every shop does it. And stores don't allow kids under 18 to get a beauty service unless a parent or guardian is present. So you have the girls come in and they get like their makeup done or whatever, and they pick out some products and skincare. Sounds like the most expensive birthday party ever to me, but apparently it's a total thing.
Okay, if you know, like, please hit us up because this is like going so far into the archives right now. There was this store, and it was called Libby Lou, and it was at the Scottsdale Mall, and it was literally, like, you would go in, you'd have your party there, and they had all these makeup chairs, and it was so girly and pink and sparkly. You would get your hair done like a rock star, you would get your makeup done, and then you'd be able to go and make your own perfume potions, your own little lotion, and it was called Libby Lou, and the girls that know, they know. And that's exactly what it is, except for it was pink and sparkly.
They need to bring that back.
Bring that back.
Please. Now, just know that if you book one of these parties, chances are employees aren't going to be too happy about it because word on the street is that all the employees are like, it is so annoying when they come in. All the kids think they just have free fall for everything in the store, and that's really not the case. So if you do a party like this, just be respectful of the employees and be grateful that they're helping out and whatnot. And yeah, everything will be swell. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have supervision, enhanced hearing, extraordinary reflexes, to be, dare we say, superhuman? Well, Roku's new Pro Series TV can't do any of that for you. But with a 4K screen, side-firing speakers, and a blazing fast refresh rate, it'll sure feel like it. Elevate your entertainment using all your favorite apps like iHeart and play all your music, radio, and podcasts with the new Roku Pro Series. Your senses aren't better. Your TV is.
We've all done it. You see a headline but don't have time to read the whole story, or there's so much news you're not sure what is worth your time. I'm Colby Ekowitz, co-host of Post Reports, the weekday afternoon podcast from The Washington Post. Post Reports brings you what's relevant and revealing. Breaking stories, politics, wellness, culture. Each episode goes beyond a headline for the context you need. Find Post Reports now, wherever you're listening.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.